Zambian government has initiated a process to recall the Cuban ambassador to this country. And this comes after his presence at the launch of the Socialist Party on the 31st of March, which was last Saturday. The Cuban ambassador was invited by the Socialist Party, and he did attend for a brief moment and wished the Socialist Party well. He also conveyed greetings from the Communist Party of Cuba. That was all, and he did bid farewell to all of us. We are shocked at the reaction of the government that this Cuban patriot is now being forced to leave our homeland. This is not an isolated act of a disparate and arrogant government. 2 days earlier, this government had stopped 9 of our invited guests at the Kenneth Kaunda International Airport. These comrades were coming as our guests to attend the launch that we were holding here in Lusaka. And 9 of them were sent back. They were intercepted, humiliated, and then sent back. This is unprecedented in the history of this country. The question most Zambians are asking themselves is, why this panic? The panic is founded on real fears. President Lungu knows his time is running out. He fears a concertized mass. He's scared of a revolutionary leadership. He's scared of the hope of a new Zambia. And this fear is driving him into overreacting. And this is totally unwarranted. He's making more mistakes on a daily basis, and the arrogance that was exhibited by his presidential spokesperson is not to be described. This country is being run by an elite whose interests are not at par with those of the Zambian masses. The Zambian masses want peace, they want more of equity, they want justice. This is what the Socialist Party is there for. And humiliating the Cuban ambassador is not helpful to the Zambian people. The Socialist Party, as of 10:30 today, has received over 79 international congratulatory messages. These are from institutions such as political formations, from trade unions and popular movements. All of them are congratulating our party to its successful launch, but they're also condemning this government. We are also getting very positive reaction from all the districts of Zambia. The Zambian people are annoyed, they are angry at the reaction of this government. Cuba has always been a friend to Zambia. And in the spirit of Pan-Africanism, we also have a lot of people who came in here and they were disgraced, they were humiliated on Zambian soil. This is not acceptable.
Cuba is not any other country in the world. Cuba is a country that has sacrificed so much for Africa. Cuba has not received anything from Africa. Over 300,000 Cubans pass through Angola to defend the independence of that country. And they sacrificed themselves in a manner that altered the balance of forces in Southern Africa, leading to the liberation of Namibia and indeed the freedom in South Africa. There's no single African country that has not received Cuban assistance. Regardless of ideological differences, Cuba has not chosen where to go on the basis of ideology. But the Cuban Communist Party reserves the right to associate with other communists, other socialists in the world. Cuba is a dignified country. Cuba is a selfless homeland of Fidel, Raul, and indeed the forerunner to the Cuban Revolution, Jose Marti. Cuba is not a country that involves itself in imperialist missions. Cuba is not an imperialist country. Cuba signifies everything that is dignified in human solidarity, in human friendship. It's the epitome of internationalism par excellence. We find it unacceptable for this country that has received so much help from Cuba, that has enjoyed very warm relations with the Cuban government, and indeed with the Cuban Communist Party, to humiliate a country that at this time more than needs our friendship than our ridicule. We hope this government can rescind these decisions and apologize to the Cuban government. The decision that has been taken is not based on the actual facts. It's based on lies. We have a recording that we have released online on what the Cuban ambassador said, and that contrasts very well with the allegations from the Zambian government. The Cuban ambassador did not say what the Zambian government alleges he said.
Please forgive me for speaking in Spanish.
Espero durante mi estancia aquí ir mejorando mi inglés.
I hope that during
dirigirme a ustedes en el idioma original.
I hope that during my time here in Zambia I may learn English so I can speak better to you.
También deseo que me disculpen porque tengo que marcharme. Hay otras actividades planificadas.
And please forgive me that I must leave early this event because I have other planned activities.
Pero quería al menos estar con ustedes unos minutos
But I wanted to be with you at least for a few minutes
y trasladarle las felicitaciones en nombre del Partido Comunista de Cuba, las felicitaciones al Partido Socialista de Zambia por su lanzamiento en el día de hoy.
But we wanted to share our greetings from the Communist Party of Cuba to the Socialist Party of Zambia for this grand day.
Y además trasladarle las felicitaciones en mi nombre propio.
And also give greetings on my personal behalf.
Le deseo lo mejor al Partido Socialista de Zambia
We wish all the best to the Socialist Party of Zambia
y a todos ustedes.
and to all of you.
¡Viva Zambia!
Long live Zambia!